Hi, I'm Buck Paulson from the Painting with Paulson TV show. And I want to show you today one of the paintings I did on the show, but we're going to enhance it a little bit more. I have a landscape, a beautiful landscape from Santa Barbara, California. Strong sun breaking forth. Now, I want to be a little more enhancing on what would happen if you look at it closely. And one thing would be, and this, I'll bring it up and then I'll say it. The edge of these leaves. If you ever take a photograph of a sunset, you watch what the sun does to the neighboring dark area. It addresses the edge of the dark area, so it has just a kind of little bit of reddish, little bit of reddish around there, and it can go in a little ways, but especially around there. And then I'll go over, by going above, we'll go a little over here and a little over there. These can be blended just a little bit more. I'm not taking time to do that right yet. We'll see what happens. And then often you can have sun rays coming down through. I'll suggest a little bit of that, but at the same time, I'll do some enhancing by lightening some of the colors that it's coming across. So let's take yellow and a little white, and this is the sun rays. But like I say, they'll be suggested more by the fact of what they're touching, what they're changing as they come down and meet it. Little bit in here. Okay, now to continue with the light effect, I'll take some yellow and let's say greenish, yellow and green. And we come right here. This is the path of the sun. Lighter. See, like that green is there, but it's being lit a little bit by the sun going through and over it. That's a little better. Then you see the sun, and then you see the effect. And it's not as necessary to have a bunch of rays showing. They help a little bit, but they do their part. We touch over in here, which is a little bit of that yellowish green too. What about maybe a little bit closer there, a little bit closer there, a little bit on this side. And when I'm doing on this side, I'm also touching some of that yellowish green out into the red if I feel it's just a little sharp. I'm going to touch that trunk slightly too, so it goes back. Same thing on this side. If I just touch that trunk a little bit, so you get some of that red color on there. Okay, now let's come over to the far right, which is such an important tree. This is some rose. We'll use some white with it. This one, I want to make sure, let's put a touch. Oh, let's go lighter. Not lighter, little richer. So this quinacridone rose and white. You see how you lighten that edge and it's right close to the sun. Sun direction. And then what is always helpful is see, I have some color of red over there and you think, well, that's nice. But if we suggest a little detail, then it's even nicer. These are things that you can do on your paintings. If you just make a feeling that everything's being enhanced, it relates to what your center of interest is. The center of interest is the sunlight. Okay, so we'll go a little further with this. Any place I've put the red, see, I have some down there, but just a little character into it. So it isn't just a case of the sun doing it, but it's a case of following the path of the sun. And when you get there, you're not disappointed. Each of these have an important place. Each has an important place. I've got to watch my grammar. my grammar and my grandpa. Okay, like that. Now I feel right in here, besides we have some broken color, what would be better as far as some extra colors there. I have a little red, a little yellow and white right in here. So it isn't quite as yellowish green as that because you're on a different surface. This surface is a little more golden color, so the highlights respond accordingly. And then what also will happen, but it's a very subtle thing, is that you take and put a little highlight on the trees. See, the sunlight would certainly lighten that side a little, wouldn't it? I asked a question. I want somebody to say yes, Buck. A little bit in here. I keep it up close to the sun, so I don't go up high with it or I don't go down low with it. Over on the left side, we have a nice tree that's picking up a little highlight too. And then let's do one other thing. With the water, which has nice blue and white, what would happen if we put just a little green in it? This is a phthalo green. Ooh, that's powerful. It's almost kind of bluish. Let's put some of this down in. You can see that, can't you? Just that little variation there. And then after we do that, we'll want to have maybe just a little variation in the lightest lights of the water. I'll blend this up a little bit, and what that does, it disguises that sharpness there, so you're truly accurate with the sunset coming down. You don't see too many sharpness there because the light is so strong, it'll diffuse it. Okay, so a little light on the water, and this is just slightly here and there. A little bit over here, like a rock, a little bit over there. But you can see the strongest one is there and isn't touched, but I need to have another strong one because this is right close to us. I think we've really enhanced this painting. It's kind of impressionistically done, but you don't miss out on the little subtle details that will make it even better. We'll see you next time.
This program is funded by the North Dakota Council on the Arts, the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, and by the members of Prairie Public.